1984 in Louisville, Kentucky. Groans rolled through the empty streets and the dead had just been inspired. Sit right there and don't you move, I'll tell you how it all went down at Anita Medical Supply, that cursed warehouse on the edge of town. Right next door the graveyard slept, bodies buried, cold and bound. Bert Wilson left for the night, unaware what was soon to come. Freddie wanna see something cool. In the basement lies a secret the army misplaced. They crept below where shadows breathe. The air hung heavy, cold and old. 4 metal tanks in the corner sat cracked, corroded, stories untold. 2455 trioxin, a nightmare sealed in steel from hell. Frank brushed the dust, the lid gave way. Something inside began to swell. Freddie asked if it was safe. Frank laughed and sparked the fatal chain. He slapped the tank, it split and hissed. Poison burst and dropped them flat. Gas filled the room, their bodies fell. Unaware of what followed that. Across the graveyard's broken stones, where the dead still lay. Tina, Chuck, Spider, Casey, Scuzz, trash and suicide drifted the night away. They danced on graves, trash lit the dark, lightning cutting through the rain. It's the return of the living dead, where the rain wakes graves and nightmares spread. Run for your life, but you won't get far. Zombies rise under electric stars. Hold your breath as the sky turns red. Welcome back to the return of the living dead. Back at the warehouse, Frank and Freddie woke. The tank was cracked, the corpse was gone. A split dog twitched upon the floor, then pounding from the freezer roared. They called for Bert, he rushed inside. Didn't I warn you not to pry? They freed the corpse, it lunged at him, teeth aimed straight between his eyes. Frank and Freddie dragged it off, chopped its skull, but still it ran. They tackled it, chopped it up, stuffed it in bags. Undead strength ignores your plan. Bert said Ernie could burn the dead. They fled into the night. Tina searched for Freddie, something didn't feel right. She found his hat down in the dark, then heard a wet, slow groan. She turned and saw the tar man rise, dripping black from bone. Back at Resurrection Funeral Home, the group prayed. They had a chance, they burned the bag. Smoke rose high, rain fell infected in its trance. Back at the graveyard, panic hit. They ran through toxic rain. They reached the warehouse, her Tina screamed, spread it to stop her pain. Down in the basement, Tarman lunged, hunger carved into his grin. They fled outside into the storm after he tore through their friend's skin. Trash fell behind the deck, clothes in her fate sealed in the mud. Chuck and Casey ran for shelter, hearts pounding, thick as blood. Tina, Spider, Scuzz to the funeral home, found Freddie pale and nearly gone. Frank beside him, skin decayed, death already pulling them along. A crash outside, the dead broken, port slammed shut as fear set in. At the final window came the twist, a skeletal arm reached through the mist. It grabbed Scuzz, pulled him outside, rain hit his face as she dug in. They dragged the zombie back inside, strapped her down as screams begin. Brains, brains, brains. She cried, it knows the pain of being dead. Freddie and Frank began to turn. They locked them away and there they stay. Tina stayed with Freddie, praying somehow he'd ascend. But the chapel dimmed, Freddie snapped, lunged to bite her head. Frank slipped away, walked to the furnace, kissed his ring, embraced his end. Acid flew, burned Freddie's eyes, saved Tina's life. Though Ernie ankle bent, they dragged him back. Tonight's not the night they die. They ran for cars, dead swarmed the lot. No escape, no sky. Bert said they had to split. Spider cursed him for the call. They raced back to the warehouse. Casey and Chuck let them in the hole. Bert said they had to call for help. Everything's gone straight to hell. They headed down the basement steps. One last problem left to quell. Tarman colonel who'd rather nuke the dead. The colonel said he'd clean the mess, a nuke